Welcome back to Kids Wise Corner, where learning becomes an adventure. Have you ever looked at a bar of chocolate and wondered why it costs so much? That small snack in your hand might cost 20 Rand, but the farmer who grew the cocoa beans may only earn a tiny fraction of that amount. How is that possible? Today, we're going on an exciting journey to uncover the hidden world of trade. We'll discover how a simple cocoa bean becomes a delicious chocolate bar, learn why countries buy and sell goods to each other, explore the difference between raw materials and manufactured products, and find out what makes trade fair or unfair. By the end of this video, you'll understand how trade connects people all around the world. So grab your explorer's hat and let's begin our adventure. To understand the world, we first need to understand the meaning of trade. Trade is the exchange of goods or services between people, businesses, or countries. In simple terms, it means giving something and receiving something in return. Thousands of years ago, before money existed, people used a system called bartering. Imagine swapping your pencil for a friend's sharpener or trading a basket of fruit for a bag of grain. That is bartering. People exchange goods directly without using money. The problem was that it was often difficult to agree on the value of different items. Because of this, money was eventually introduced, making trade much easier. Today, trade happens every day. Every time your family buys groceries, clothing, or school supplies, they are taking part in trade. Trade can happen locally or internationally. Local trade happens within a community, town, city, or country. For example, buying vegetables from a nearby farmer or purchasing bread from a local bakery. International trade happens when countries buy and sell goods across borders. This type of trade connects people around the world and allows countries to obtain products they cannot easily produce themselves. When countries trade with each other, we use two important words: imports and exports. Imports are goods and services that are brought into a country from another country. For example, South Africa imports certain medicines, electronic devices, machinery, and technology from other countries. Exports are goods and services that are sent from one country to another. South Africa exports valuable resources such as gold, platinum, diamonds, coal, and fresh fruits to countries around the world. Countries trade because no single country can produce everything it needs. By trading with one another, countries gain access to resources, products, and skills that may not be available locally. Now let's look at what people actually trade. Not all products are the same. We divide them into primary products and secondary products. Primary products, also known as raw materials, come directly from nature. They have not been processed or changed by people. Examples include gold, coal, wood, fish, wheat, and cocoa beans. Secondary products, also known as manufactured goods, are products that have been processed or made from raw materials. For example, a tree is a primary product, but a wooden chair is a secondary product. Gold is a primary product, but a gold necklace is a secondary product. Let's return to our chocolate mystery. Cocoa beans are grown on cocoa trees, mainly in warm tropical countries such as Ghana and Côte d'Ivoire. Farmers harvest the cocoa pods, remove the beans, and leave them to ferment and dry. At this stage, the beans are still raw materials. The beans are then transported to factories where they are cleaned, roasted, and ground into a thick paste. Manufacturers add ingredients such as sugar and milk before turning the mixture into chocolate bars, sweets, and other treats. Each step in this process adds value to the product. Special machinery, skilled workers, packaging, transport, and marketing all increase the final price. This process is called value-added processing. By the time the chocolate reaches the shop, it is worth much more than the original cocoa beans used to make it. Gold follows a similar journey. Gold is mined from deep underground rock. After it is extracted, it must be cleaned, refined, and melted. Skilled workers then shape it into jewelry, coins, and other valuable products. Just like cocoa beans, gold starts as a raw material and becomes a manufactured product through processing and skilled labor. Many countries earn more money when they process their raw materials before selling them. A gold necklace is usually worth more than raw gold ore, just as a chocolate bar is worth more than cocoa beans. This is because processing adds value to the final product. Trade can create jobs and improve people's lives. But not all trade is fair. In some parts of the world, workers are paid very low wages, work in unsafe conditions, or are treated unfairly. Sometimes children are forced to work when they should be attending school. This is known as unfair trade. To help solve these problems, many organizations support fair trade. Fair trade aims to make sure that farmers and workers receive fair wages for their work. It also promotes safe working conditions, protects workers' rights, discourages child labor, and helps communities develop schools, healthcare facilities, and other important services. You may have seen the Fair Trade logo on products such as chocolate, coffee, tea, or fruit. When you see this logo, it means the product has met certain standards designed to support workers and producers fairly. Trade is not only about physical products. People also trade skills and services. Teachers provide education. Doctors and nurses provide healthcare. Mechanics repair vehicles. Electricians install and repair electrical systems. Plumbers maintain water systems. Hairdressers provide personal care services. These skills and services are valuable because they help communities function every day and contribute to the economy. Another important part of geography is map skills. Geographers use lines of latitude and longitude to locate places on maps and globes. Latitude measures how far north or south a place is from the equator, while longitude measures how far east or west a place is from the prime meridian. Geographers also use map scales to calculate real-world distances and atlases to compare information about countries, cities, resources, and trade routes. These tools help us understand how products travel from one place to another around the world. Think about it. A cocoa bean grown on a farm in Ghana can be turned into chocolate and sold thousands of kilometers away. A piece of gold mined in South Africa can become jewelry worn by someone on the other side of the world. From a cocoa farm to a chocolate shop, and from a gold mine to a jewelry store, trade connects people across continents. Every product has a journey, and every journey tells a story about resources, work, and global connections. And there you have it. Today, we've learned how trade works, the difference between imports and exports, how raw materials are transformed into manufactured products, why value-added processing is important, and how fair trade supports workers. The next time you enjoy a piece of chocolate, wear a piece of jewelry, or buy something from a shop, remember the incredible journey that product may have taken before reaching you. Thank you for joining us on this learning adventure at Kids Wise Corner. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss another adventure. What surprised you most about trade and resources? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and stay curious. See you on our next adventure.
Kids Wise Corner, where learning takes flight. With new videos uploaded weekly, everything's right. Hit the bell, stay tuned, let us help you grow. At Kids Wise Corner, you are joining the winning team for sure.